All right, thanks for the good news. We're hoping that Paul has some more good news for us, and hopefully the folks at home were able to get out and enjoy because it was gorgeous. A lot of people gardening, out at the parks. We had sports action, all kinds of good stuff.
Perfect over the weekend. We're actually at the point now where we need some rain. Of course, we don't want it to happen over the weekend, but we're way behind the pace for April. Eventually, we're going to see better rain chances, but these clouds behind us this morning, those aren't rain clouds. They just block in a little bit of early morning sunshine. Let's take a look at where the weather is going to be much less cooperative as we head into tomorrow specifically. That's the middle of the country, just the heart of Tornado Alley. Looks like it's going to live up to its name. A moderate risk of severe weather has already been outlined by the Storm Prediction Center for southern Nebraska, much of eastern Kansas, and down into Oklahoma. That's level 4 out of 5. That is a significant threat of severe weather. It's unusual for the Storm Prediction Center to go with that higher risk more than 24 hours in advance. So once tomorrow rolls around, would not be surprised at all to see a high risk outline somewhere within that moderate risk area. All types of severe weather going to be possible for that part of the country tomorrow. Eventually, the rain chances are going to get closer to us, but fortunately with a much lower severe weather potential. Looking outside this morning, we don't have any rain. We just have those clouds, kind of mid-level clouds. They're pretty far off the ground. They don't contain a whole lot of water, so they're not producing any rain showers across the mid-state. There are more breaks in the clouds already as we look farther to the west over the city of Clifton in Wayne County. Fair amount of cloud cover still over the St. Henry School in West Nashville, where temperature right now has warmed up to 64 degrees. Dew points are still in the mid to upper 50s, so that is very dry air in place over the mid-state for this time of year. The winds aren't too strong just yet, 1 mile an hour at the moment, but those winds are going to pick up as we head through the day. Again, no showers out of the clouds, clean sweep of the skies with the forewarned live radar. Nothing happening on the National Weather Service radars around us either. Current temperatures, because of that cloud cover, pretty mild. That cloud cover acting like a blanket to keep the warmth near the ground. 60 degrees in Nashville, Murfreesboro, Lawrenceburg, also 60 degrees in Hopkinsville. The cool spots are in the 50s, but even that is above average for this time of year. And we're going to warm up despite the early morning clouds, warming up to the near 80 degrees by noon. Winds out of the southwest around 10 to 20 miles an hour. So noticeable breeze as we head towards midday and into the afternoon. Just that warm and breezy weather sticking around through the afternoon with high temperatures in the mid 80s, and that sunset time getting later and later as now we're about halfway through spring. Let's check out Futurecast. We are going to see a more unsettled pattern beginning to shape up potentially already tomorrow. The computers are trying so hard to squeeze out some isolated showers along the plateau today, but that does not look likely. I think the lid stays on the atmosphere today. Tomorrow, we're going to be watching for some isolated storms along the Tennessee-Kentucky state line by about midday tomorrow, but the better chance of storms is going to be developing farther to our northwest up over Missouri. Now, whether or not those storms hold together as they try to move towards us and whether or not they actually move towards us are the big question marks in the forecast. They could take more of a right turn and dive down through West Tennessee. I think the air over the mid-state is dry enough that it is going to be chipping away at those rain showers very significantly. So I think the forecast models are overdoing it a little bit. Don't go canceling any outdoor plans tomorrow evening based on this. Just kind of be flexible, stay plugged into the forecast for changes. Those storms in the middle of the country tomorrow are going to move eastward tomorrow night, but again in a much weaker state. We're talking about scattered showers, maybe a few rumbles to start the day on Wednesday. A little break for temperatures to warm up, and then a better chance of storms developing by late Wednesday and into Wednesday night. That's when the greatest potential of severe weather will happen around here, but it's not very high on the scale whatsoever. We're talking a marginal risk for western Middle Tennessee. That's level 1 out of 5. Not looking like a big deal. Slight risk farther to the west of that in West Tennessee and back into Missouri, Arkansas, and Louisiana. More storm chances down the line. We'll dry it out Thursday afternoon. Looks dry on Friday, but then scattered showers and thunderstorms in the forecast both days over the weekend. We'll have to keep an eye on that as well, and we will do so as we head through the week. We'll check out the dog walking forecast for today coming up in just a couple minutes.
Can't wait for that. All right.